Hello people, I'm Vito, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn with Robberlink.
Hello.
Alright, so where we last left off, we defeated Lavale, and we've started attacking the Black Knight, and yeah, we had Ina pick up Soren because he was in range of someone.
I made an oopsie doopsie.
Yeah. So, I would recommend checking Micaiah's levels. What is she closer to leveling up?
Light.
Okay.
Well, actually, is it the same amount per level?
It might not be, I'm not sure. But it'd probably be better to try and level up at least one of the two, because I don't know how many arm scrolls we have. And yeah, if you wanted to have Nephany take the wish blade off of her.
Alright, in that case, I'll have you attack here. Then I'll sing and have you attack again.
Sounds good. Oh yeah, and yeah, you can drop Soren. At the end of the last episode, there was some game I was trying to remember the name of. I remembered what it was. It was something called Abriss. A-B-R-I-S-S. It looks kind of like a sci-fi version of Besiege. But you're usually building kind of like a stationary-ish thing, or not always a vehicle at the very least. And it's also a little less fleshed out. And from what I saw in the Steam reviews, it looks like it's kind of been abandoned.
Huh.
So it's nowhere near as complex. Oh, and there's a flare. You're dead. But yeah, it looked interesting, and, you know, I like sci-fi more than fantasy and whatnot, so...
Also, he's not dead.
Huh. I guess you just didn't have enough resistance to nullify to be killed. Yeah. Because it doesn't increase the actual damage, does it?
Yeah. It is a warrior. They do have high health pools.
Yeah.
Alright.
But yeah, I haven't played Abriss, but I've seen someone play it.
Did they enjoy it at least?
Well, it seemed like it. Although I can't necessarily say I could tell, because I was watching someone play it in Japanese.
Oh.
Yeah, it seemed like a pair that play games together. I think because you can set YouTube to display your channel name as something else for different languages. In English, it's Tubro, no space, just 2BRO. But I think in Japanese, it's like Anija Otoja, and I think both of those mean brother. I think one of them might specifically mean older brother. I'm not positive. I don't know that much about Japanese. But yeah.
Well, you know more than me.
Yeah. It seems like sometimes, you know, one of them will play a game alone, or sometimes they'll have a third person for certain games. And I think I watched them with that third person play Astroneer. Seemed interesting, but naturally I couldn't really tell what they were saying most of the time. YouTube does have like an auto-generated subtitles that you can combine with its auto-generated translation, but it is very spotty at best.
I remember a long time ago, Rhett and Link, they host this thing called Good Mythical Morning, but they also made some musicals, or not musicals, music videos, and other content. One of them was just this script, like comedy script they wrote, that they performed. Then they took the YouTube auto-generated captions for that, and used that in its place. And then they did it another time.
With that?
Yes.
How bad was it?
Almost as bad as that. I'll send you a link to one of them if I remember after this, but I can't really remember any details because it's been so long, but I remember laughing, so.
Probably good.
Hopefully.
Yeah, if you'd like to work towards your final level.
Yep. Or at least your support with Har.
Yeah, like I said, though, I don't know if that actually helps attacking in this when they're nearby to build support. It definitely does in Awakening and Fates.
Well, unless you can prove me wrong, might as well keep doing it. There shouldn't be a downside to it, at least.
Yeah, and I mean, you could probably still leave them at the end of the turn next to each other.
Yep.
Alright, you could use resistance, it was kind of low.
Yeah.
I wish you had more stats than that you could have gotten, but whatever.
Alright, that's right.
Oh, did you get another frickin' disarm?
Yeah, let me guess. You probably can't.
Oh,
you could. You can.
Yeah, it's not a sword master, so he has enough speed. It's just the frickin' sword masters.
Alright, free Silver Lance.
Again. Thank you, Braum.
Let's see. That'll do.
Yep.
Oh, that will do.
Jeez. I forgot that was a thing you could do. Okay.
I learned this from Titania.
Oh, and I think a Mecha Master explained that to get the crits on the Sword Masters in the chapter with Oliver, he used mostly Mia, because Mia, as a True Blade, gets even more base crit as a skill than the Sword Masters do.
Hmm.
And then if you use also like a killer weapon or something on top of that to increase the
Right,
crit.
that's right. That's what he said he did was he crit all of them.
Except for the one that got killed by Mist's soul.
Yeah.
So yeah, that definitely makes it easier. And I think he used Blossom to give Mia a lot of good stats.
Hmm. Oh yeah, it was Storm Sword.
And a concerning amount of crit.
Wait, that'd be 45, 48. Soren would live. Even if he crits. Or gets crit.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be like 45 plus 3.
Yeah.
So 48.
Unfortunately, I was hoping Soren would at least hit. But whatever. Go, Girthnaga. Do a thing.
Be a little bit useful. Yeah, you're the frickin' Prince of Dragons and you don't even have a third section of your health bar. That's like the big thing with dragons. They always have like over 60 HP usually when we fight them. Some prince you are. More like the wimp of dragons. It's like, how do you manage to be disappointing in every aspect of being a dragon? Your royalty, you don't even get like the permanent transformation.
For Pete's sake, Rolf's tankier than you, probably.
Nice.
Proceeds to get defense stats.
Yeah. You want to check? 31 defense. Yep. Okay, apparently Girthnaga is just really good at resistance, though. 32.
Huh. Alright. Nephany. Murder this guy.
It's like, dang, Nephany, I think we're gonna have to poke this guy.
Well, shucks.
I don't even know what the the original version of that meme is. I've just seen variants of it.
Same. Let's see.
Well, there's no one we can use that can use experience, really. You're technically not level 20, Astrid, but you can't get stats.
Yeah. I guess just kill this guy so he doesn't cause any trouble. And then the last guy can't even do anything because he has no weapon.
Oh, that's right.
So I could just leave him alive to suffer. And then we go up here. I probably could use the hammer, but it probably... Just so it's fitting, I'll use Ragnall.
Alright. I was thinking also this gives us an extra turn to give Micaiah some experience.
True. That should be fine.
Yeah. I do wonder if the Black Knight would initiate an attack that would get himself killed. Or does he have any healing items? No, I think he just had the Alendite, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Because we noticed he lost the herb we gave him. I wonder if that's why they didn't want to make it so that he's accidentally more powerful than he should be. Like, what if you gave him an elixir?
The thing is, I think he starts with an elixir when you first get him. Which is really funny, because what the heck can hurt him?
Yeah, nothing.
In, like, the first act of the game.
Yeah, I don't think anything can. Okay. He's gone.
Wrecked. It's nice that they're coming to me now.
Oh yeah, something I was going to mention a while back. As far as my previous playthroughs go, I'm not sure if I ever really brought anyone to the end game that was new to Radiant Dawn other than Micaiah, because you have to. Except maybe Leonardo. I think maybe at some playthrough he might have been good enough for me. But other than that, I think usually I don't bring those characters.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the people I have. It's like, oh. Huh. Yeah.
But I mean, to be fair, most of them aren't that good. Fiona and Meg have just been terrible for us.
Yeah.
And Edward, he's always too squishy. Leonardo was kind of okay, but he was still squishy.
And it's really hit or miss on whether or not he hits his shots.
Yeah, and Nolan did terrible this playthrough.
Yeah, because everything kept double hitting him.
Yeah. And then who else is even left? Did I miss anyone? Out of the Dawn Brigade? I forget. Oh, Laura. I don't know.
I mean, she does her job.
Yeah. I could see bringing her, potentially, if she did really well.
And Aaron...
Maybe.
He's alright. If you want another soldier, sure. But...
in the face of Nephany, why bother bringing him? Yeah, so I probably never brought him either, because I'm like, Nephany fills that spot perfectly, why bring another?
Can you kill him this turn? Yes, you can. And it should end as soon as the Black Knight dies. I just realized I forgot to battle save, didn't I?
I'm not sure. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Let me do that real quick before actually really committing to this.
That'd be a good idea.
Fire. Arc fire.
Burn. He burns good.
We're just thinking of Hellfire from oh, what's that movie?
Oh, the Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Yeah. But it's Arc Fire instead.
Arc fire. Arc fire.
There's fire in your skin.
Yeah, I don't remember that movie very well because we didn't own it.
Yeah, I know we saw it somehow.
Yeah. Maybe at like a friend's house or something.
Or maybe we just got out of the library.
That could be. I don't know.
I swear to God, Ina, if you get that 1% crit, I will be so disappointed in you. Okay, now.
Still got hit both times, of course.
Yeah.
I feel like you didn't suck that much when we had to fight you in Path of Radiance. I don't know, maybe we actually fought you really early on in terms of levels. Maybe you did suck that much.
Okay, how fast is this guy?
28?
Yours is 22 and you're 20. And you were 23. Huh.
You people are frickin' slow. Hurry the frick up.
Titania, show him how it's done.
Do a gallop by.
I think trot by works better in like how it rolls off the tongue, but
That sounds too dainty.
too casual.
Yeah. He was a victim of a gallop by slaying. I don't know why that's funny to me.
A victim of equestrian manslaughter instead of vehicular.
That just gives me the odd thought of, is there some definition of vehicle in which being on a horse would still apply?
Mounted?
Yeah, maybe I'm just having a weird thought. I don't know. But yeah, mounted would fit better.
I don't know. It is a valid question. I hope. Otherwise, we're both weird.
Well, you're tired and I'm just, I don't know. Sometimes I have odd thoughts. Okay, that's good. Impale. You wouldn't have killed him otherwise.
Never doubt Nephany.
Indeed. You want to make sure you actually use Micaiah, though?
Didn't I? I did not.
Well, there is one dude.
No hard feelings.
I thought you were going to leave me alive.
Yeah, for that turn.
Oh no.
Hold on a sec. Get you down there. I can get both of you. I probably could have had Mist heal Braum, but man, whatever. Anyways, you hit him again. Micaiah, he's unarmed. You don't need to do that.
Ah, so that's what a Warcrime is like. Fascinating. Well, we got 2 stats. I guess that's
Twice as much as before.
an improvement, yes?
Yay. There's supposed to be like a really quick end to the chapter. Gosh dang it.
Well, there are a lot of people to move. Yeah, that's just about perfect.
Bap. Poke. Bap.
Okay, can you get all the stats that Micaiah didn't get? Alright, we'll accept it.
Acceptable.
It is something.
You can't even reach anyone.
What are those wings even for? Oh yeah, it's a fast dude.
Screw you. Is this worth it? Probably not. Rolf really wants to make sure this guy dies.
I guess the brave bow wasn't actually necessary. Oh well.
Alright. Ike. Avenge your father.
A second time. Because the first time didn't quite work. Alright. You want to die for real now?
First, level up.
Ooh, let's see what we got. Roll the stat gotcha. We're addicted. Yeah, it wasn't great. It's like, okay, now back to the story.
Aw, dang it. Impressive. Most impressive.
Why are you speaking? You should be dead. Oh wait, are you going to die in cutscene? Oh yeah, maybe you are. Ugh. I shouldn't have let him whack me so many times unarmed. Oh, that's another thing Mecha Master said, but it was like between these recording sessions that you can just have Ike move out of range back and forth. That's a thing you can do.
Does he have the movement to do that?
I guess so, because I guess as long as he has at least one more movement than the Black Knight, he could probably just keep running. But we didn't think of that, so.
Whoops.
Oh well. Punching bag.
You're stronger. Much stronger than before.
I have you to thank for that. I grew stronger through our previous fight. That was like 3 years ago. Your swordsmanship was fearsome. Fiercer and more powerful than any I've ever seen. After our duel 3 years ago, I trained hard, trying to remember all of your skills and techniques. And then I realized all I had to do was equip this Nihil skill, and that would make everything easy.
General Gawain was invincible at the time he trained me.
Oh yeah, so the kind of tragic thing that I don't think the Black Knight knew was that Grail had crippled his sword arm, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
And it didn't seem like Grail told him that. He just kind of insisted on using the axe instead of the ragnal. So, I guess maybe Grail didn't want to disappoint Zelgius by saying, no, I can't fight at my fullest. Instead, just pretend like you are. And just have this odd quirk that you want to use the axe now.
Yeah, I'm just feeling quirky. I had a midlife crisis. I'm an axe main now. To surpass him was my ultimate goal as a swordsman.
Yeah, so like maybe you didn't want to deprive him of that fulfillment by saying, well, you can't fight me at my best anymore.
Maybe.
Was I as skillful as you remember my father in his prime years? Did you see his shadow in my sword?
I certainly did, Ike. Thanks to you, I was able to fight my master at the height of his glory days.
Black Knight Zelgius, you were my father's killer, and my last teacher. Not the not the perspective I was expecting you to take, but okay.
Yeah, it is more, like, friendly
Yeah.
than I was expecting.
Maybe because he's Elgius?
True. I spent most of my life shrouded in darkness, but my life had meaning. Now I'm certain of it. Farron, I will wait for you in the afterlife.
So yeah, he was with Sephirin before we arrived at the Tower of Guidance, which implies that Sephirin might actually be a bad guy. Which I didn't remember.
I remember Sephirin was involved somehow, but I don't think I ever really understood the full story at the time.
Yeah, I definitely didn't remember at the very least. Although I do remember now, after our playthrough on the channel, Sephirin was the one who said the stuff that was like right at the end, after the credits or whatever, that implied there'd be a sequel, basically. That said there was more to come, basically. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he's like, oh, there's more stuff coming.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Let's move on. We don't have much time left.
Oh.
The swords are glowing. The swords are calling to each other. I wonder if now they'll explain more about whoever it was who wielded them before. The Holy Sword Alandite. It's the counterpart to your sword, Ragnall. I think it wants you to take it up.
Come on, dude, don't leave me here.
Take it up a notch. Become Kirito. Dual wield. Can you still fight? Yes. I will keep fighting. I won't stop until I die. Well, no, don't die. I need you alive, you flesh bag. What's happening? Ah. What?
You bear the mark. So that's your secret, is it? The blood of the Laguz runs through your veins.
Yes. There was someone on my father's side who was with the Laguz.
Forgot about this.
I completely forgot about it too.
My lord, the brand. Do you know of a way to remove it? This cursed thing, I'm an outcast from my family. I joined the military to escape the shame and hatred in their eyes. I live in fear of discovery. When I think that I might see that same shame and hatred in another's eyes, I come close to despair. I have lived my life alone, unable to trust or become close to anyone.
Such loneliness and isolation, you poor child. It pains me to tell you that I know of no way to remove your brand.
I understand. It was a foolish question. I apologize. Lord Sage, I realized some years ago that I was aging more slowly than others do.
And you wish to conceal that fact, don't you? Is that why you rarely remove your armor, even when indoors?
Yes, but this ruse will not last indefinitely. In a few years, I will be forced to leave this army service.
And once again, you will be alone.
I am accustomed to being alone. My only hesitation is that I will miss studying the sword under my commander, General Gawain.
When the time comes for you to leave, will you come to me, perhaps?
My lord?
We share a similar condition. I see something familiar within you. I can understand your pain and isolation.
But why me?
I have a task that I must accomplish. With you at my side, I would feel more confident of my success.
If I join you, will I be redeemed?
I cannot say. At the very least, however, you will no longer be alone. And neither will I.
That is enough then. You have made my decision simple. When I leave here, I will find you. I am a soldier in the Dayan army. I serve under the command of General Gawain. My name is Zelgius. May I ask your name, my Lord Sage?
My name? Of course.
Of course, they're hiding it, but it's probably Sephirin.
Most likely.
Whose memory was that? It's just one of many. They're swirling everywhere. The tower resonates with their strength. But who is it? Who do they belong to? It couldn't be this dying man in front of me. There is much sadness. There is such sadness. Zelgius met someone. One lonely soul calling out to another. But he's no longer with us. Zelgius is gone. Yeah, that's one of the things I was wondering. It's like Micaiah didn't get a chance to say anything to him before the fight. Despite the fact that, she, was saved by the Black Knight quite a few times. She probably would have protested this fight if given the chance, I would expect.
I think it would depend on how much she knows about Ike and the Black Knight's history.
Yeah. I think she still wouldn't like to see it happen, But I guess Yune's in control. And now the soul that remains is once more alone. You got to the Alendite.
Man, that was such a somber moment. Da 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 da.
Yeah. So is it an SS?
Yes.
We could give it to Mist.
You're effing-lutely right.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. As a counterpart to Ragnall, I mean...
They're siblings.
Yep.
So, yeah. This gonna be good.
And that way, Mist will have range once again, even without the floret.
Yes.
I don't know if there's anyone else we could give the vague Kadi to then, though. Oh well. How dull. I don't sense any enemies nearby. I know. Would you all like me to tell you a story as we climb?
No.
Well, what kind of story? One from long ago. Long before the grandparents of anyone here were born. Unless you were a Dragon Lagoose. In the very beginning of this world, there was only water until one day a girl appeared. The girl was very clever, and she forged the first land. Then she made trees and flowers, and then she created beings. The flowers are beings too. The girl was you, right, Yune? Or are you talking about Ashera? Both, really. And neither, actually.
Of course.
It's gotta be some sort of paradoxical thing whenever you're dealing with the metaphysical. At first, the girl was excited by her new world, and she thought of little else. Then she started feeling lonely. Everyone, every being she'd created, was different from her. Not a single person could truly understand her. All alone, she grew sadder and sadder, crying for thousands of years. Then some creatures began to grow and change, becoming more clever and sophisticated. They tried to comfort the girl and eventually grew closer to her. That was the birth of the Zunanma. I do not remember that at all. They were your ancestors. Bjork, the goose, everyone. So it's just a collective of the species?
I guess. In Benyon, we are taught that the Zunanma were human, Bjork ancestors. It makes me wonder what else in my country has been warped beyond recognition.
It's possible that the truth was simply misunderstood. Like the way everyone calls me a dark god. I mean, I guess, yeah, if they said, you know, the Zunanma were ancestors of the Bjork, but just, you know, left out the part where they were also ancestors of the Laguz.
Yeah.
Because that would be, you know, some inconvenient truth to them. But let me continue. The Zunanma worshipped the girl as their own goddess. They said her hair was as striking a color as... They said her hair was as striking a color as dawn's first light, so they gave her a name. The goddess of dawn. She was a much-loved goddess. The goddess of dawn. The Zunanma continued to evolve and change, giving rise to a variety of races and tribes across the land. Naturally, each of the races thought their own was superior to the others, and conflict arose between them.
And so racism was born.
The goddess tried to make peace among her people, but nothing could stop the warring Zunanma. Trying to separate the factions, the goddess gave them different names, Laguz and Bjork. But this only intensified their conflict.
I was just thinking that's not going to help things.
You want to unify, not separate. Oops. And then the Great Flood occurred. The goddess was only trying to bring an end to the fighting. But her power was so great that all the continents were drowned in the flood. All except Tellius.
Okay, this tidbit I kind of remember.
I think somewhere in the desert area, Yune kind of talked about this and at least implied that she was the one responsible for it because she got emotional. And I guess if this goddess is kind of her and Ashera combined, then it still makes sense.
Yeah.
Are you sure about this story? It's very different from the histories that we've each been taught.
Among Bjork nations, we only know a vague fairy tale about the dark god stirring up a great disaster. Neither the Laguz nor the Bjork have an accurate depiction by the sound of it. I wonder where the story got twisted.
There is another standing in our way. I have a feeling he might be able to tell us.
Father?
Huh? I'm not your father.
No, Kurth. I am not your father.
Like reverse Darth Vader?
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
But then who is?
Dun dun dun. We need to wrap this up. I'm sorry. My father. Just beyond these doors. My father is waiting.
Deginsia, King of Goldoa. He's supposed to be one of the three who defeated the Dark God, Yune. He has been blessed by Ashera. Not only that, but it's a powerful, resilient blessing from long ago. He may be nearly impossible to defeat, Let's get everyone together. There's no better time than now. Okay, it's gotta keep going. I was hoping to avoid this until we reached Ashera. Actually, I hoped not to have to do it at all. I remember this part. But she's left me with no choice. I will give you the blessings of Yune, goddess of chaos and freedom. In their natural state, the attacks of mortal creatures have no effect on divine beings. When Ashera set out to defeat me, she gathered her strongest warriors and bestowed on them some of her power.
Huh.
I think Altina was the woman's name, and she has Ragnall and Alendite.
Is that supposed to be her in the picture?
Yeah.
And I assume that's Deginsia in the back.
Yeah, and then... Was it Sohn? Who was the lion or tiger? I'm not sure.
I do not ever remember the third one, actually.
Yeah, it's the hardest to remember for me as well. This is called the Goddess's Blessing. She empowered the dual swords of the Bjork swordswoman, Altina. Yeah. I think this is like as much as they give us on Altina. So wherever this ends, that's it. I think. Okay, I was right. The Laguz warrior Sohn and Deginsia, the leader of the dragon tribe, were also blessed. I failed then, but this time will be different. I'll use Ashera's own tricks, and I won't be defeated. Everyone, take some time now to ready yourselves. Bjork, be sure to equip your best weapons. I'll begin when everyone's ready.
Okay, so I did remember that...
This is a thing?
Yeah, that your weapons would get blessed, and I think it gives them like a few extra stats, but also makes them infinite use.
Yeah, they're unbreakable, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But it can only be used on like one.
Yeah, on like whatever they have equipped.
Yeah. I was thinking it would be so nice if you could have like a staff or something equipped to like a Laguz or something.
So
but
that they...
But not only are they locked to equipping whatever their, Bjork weapon is, but also they don't have like a level to be able to equip a weapon.
Yeah. All right.
So
I'm going to do some micromanagement.
Yeah, well,
and then next episode we can do the info and
continue on. Yep, sounds good. So we will do that item management off screen, and we will continue this next time.
So, dear viewers, goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
Oh, that's where your other... This save is.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. All right.
Great. We reached the time cap.
I didn't realize there was one. I guess that makes sense. Okay, whoops.
Wait, are we still live? Frick, turn it off.
Goodbye.